All right. So are you ready to have some fun and play with these jelly prints and make some more with the leaves? I think it's going to be fun. I love doing this. And this is pretty much the last week that I can play with this. So the leaves are pretty well gone now. They're down. I managed to scrounge a few things out of my garden before a real good frost came. And we'll be using those. I'll get that bag full of leaves. So if you've ever done jelly printing before and haven't tried this, I think you'll be really pleasantly surprised on how simple this is and what a fantastic effect you get with it. It's almost like painting a full picture all at once. So I have a few. This is just a few. I have a ton of papers. And I think I'll probably be doing some videos on how to use these papers up. I know it's addicting to play with the gel plate, and there's just something about it that's very addicting when you're playing with the gel plate. So you end up with tons and tons of papers. You don't want to throw them out. Some of them, there are quite a few that you're not going to like and you want to probably get rid of. These are lift papers from getting paper or paint from the background out. They're not the best, but we can still reprint these. And a lot of people tend to forget about that. And then, of course, there's always, the uglies. Everyone has ugly prints. And I think we're going to try and see what we can do with these. Because why get rid of them, right? So I'm just going to put these off to the side here. And these are what we did a couple weeks ago. And these are a little bit different. These aren't done with the gel plate. They're actually done with an embossing folder and ink pads and leaves. And they paint the leaf for you when you put it into the embossing machine. So if you're interested in that one, there is a video for that. And the link I'll put up after the stream for you. But it's amazing how gorgeous they will turn out. And these are all leaves from around in my garden. And it's fun just finding out how to combine colors and see what kind of effects you get. All right, so here's my bag of leaves. So I have maple leaves, and I kept the leaves fairly in the smaller size. Some of the maple leaves we have are like almost a foot across. They're huge. So we have some of those. We have weeds. I love doing weeds because they're a little stiffer. So there's the weeds. It's got stuff on the back of them. I don't know what that one's called. I think it might be a Marlowe. And this is burning bush. There's some cotoneaster. There's another type of maple leaf, different shapes. What else I got? Oh, I got some grasses. Here's a cedar. There's some yarrow, more weeds. Birch stem, and some black lace elderberry. All right, so there's a few. So we'll keep just a few of them out Let's see, we'll keep a big one. We'll keep this one out. A few of those. One of these. Just picked one of those. This one. We'll take a few stems or leaves off of this one. You don't need all of these out. And I'm going to leave this as is. We'll see what we can do with it. And we'll put this aside in case we need more. And I have my paint, and what I like to do is I keep my paint on the side, and I usually use 2 jelly plates. I just find it easier to play with 2 at the same time. And I'm just going to put these over here, the side. So I have a large one and I have a smaller one. And paper. And now my camera's kind of, I was trying to figure out a way to show everything. It's a little difficult. I'm going to have to play with this camera because I know it's probably a little bit wonky for you, but I wanted the best view for you so you can see what I'm doing here. Still have to figure this out. I've got a Canon camcorder that I use, and I want to be able to see the camcorder screen. And it's kind of difficult placing it on a boom arm. So let's see. I think that should do. All right, so I have papers on the side here that I just roll off my roller. And I have a couple rollers that I use. This one, 4-inch and a 6-inch. And you can start off either by making a separate background color first, or if you like the white, you can use the paper color. So let's do, okay, I've got some of this paint that I got to use up. And this is the Pebeo Student Gouache Ultra Matte. And I thought it would be kind of cool. This is shiny, so I'm going to put some down on here. And I'm going to use a background color in this color. Now you could also add another color to this if you wanted it lighter or a little more olivey. So just to get a color on my paper, and I've got a bunch of papers ready, and this is butcher paper. I like working on this paper. I just find it very that's economical, and it takes the paint really well. Hey Lori, Kim, good to see you. We're gonna play with some leaves and weeds and paint this time. I'm using regular acrylic paint this time. That's kind of cool. And let's put some do some yellow one. Let's do a little yellow. The reason why I'm using acrylic paint instead of the Akua paint is because I want to put a lot of layers on. And the Akua, you can use it layering, but it only takes so much. And I want to dry and do something a little different. And I need the paint to dry on the plate in order to do this one technique. Hey, Lori. There's that. Nice and bright. And let's see, what other color we got here? Oh, here's a nice bright yellow. And let's add a little bit of this, what is it? Naples yellow. It's kind of like, doesn't look like Naples yellow to me, but we'll mix it up. A little bit different. Let's put some on this one instead of rolling all that good paint off. And then we'll get another. So I'm just getting some initial background colors. It's a nice yellow. It's kind of a turquoisey. Let's see what that looks like. Just throw some on here. Another paper. I saw that on the news, Lori. Very sad for the family. Oh no. That's terrible. I don't know what's wrong with people. All right, so there's 4 papers. Now, still have stuff on there. I can just leave that too and add to it. Let's pull it up with a lighter color. See what happens. That happened here a couple years back in Toronto. It's terrible. Oh, they're still pretty. I do have wipes, and I can clean this. There. All right, so now we're going to do our first print. So what I like to do is start a little darker than what the background print is. And you kind of want to think about combinations of colors too. you can either have a primary contrast, or you could stay analogous, so on one side of the color wheel. So since this is let's see, kind of, let's see what I have green. Do I want to make it? Yeah, let's use this green. So I'm going to use a smaller plate here. And I'm going to add some yellow to it. Yeah. I want it a little bit lighter. And maybe some white. Let's see. Get some white here. I'm just going to mix it up with my roller for now. Actually, I kind of like the blotchiness, the way that came out. I might use that. Now I'm going to take my plant, my leaves and stuff. So you kind of have to be a little bit quick. I can put stems on as long as there's no thorns and that type of thing. You can use all kinds of stuff. Let's put a little bit of this on, or maybe we'll just do that. Yeah, let's see. Like that. And maybe some grass right in there, like that. Now I'm going to take a piece of paper. You can use any kind of paper, really. I'm just going to use this newsprint. Squish it down as much as you can. You want it's good to use something that's got fairly good absorbency. So don't use something shiny because it won't pick the paint up as much. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, still wet. So I'm going to take a piece of this tissue. See if I can pick up a little bit more. I want as much of the background color off. That will show your stems and around your leaves, the shapes. You just have to take a peek, see if you get enough of the background or around the leaves pulled up. That looks pretty good. Now I can take this up. You can either pull it right away, so on this side, or you could let it dry and then put a clear matte medium over top of it and lift it with that. Just let it sit there a little bit. Take a peek. See if it's coming up all the way. If it's not, just lay it down for a little bit longer. Well, while that's sitting there, drying slightly, you can take this one here and do the same thing, maybe a little bit darker. So this is Hooker's Green. And I like using the artist grade. I tend to get a better detail with it than your other. And I like the fact that it's slightly transparent. Okay, so let's try doing this again. And I like overlapping things because it does show. I think that's good enough. And then let's see, what other one can we do here? Well, let's try this yellow one. And this time we're going to get the background. And the leaves that are on there will have a masking effect. You know, when you do it this way, you kind of have to feel around the paper for those stems and stuff so you can get as much of the background to come up on the paper. You want a fairly good detail of it. Just lift it as you go. And if you see some areas that aren't quite as clear, then just put it back down and rub it. I think this one's going to be good. Yeah. So there's the masking of the leaves. Now we can take this up. This one's going to be nice. Now I used the same leaves that I used over here. So they had paint on them already. So they actually will help with the next print when you do that. So let's put this on here. You kind of have to work a little bit fast. Hey, Jilly. So we'll let that sit, and we'll take. I'm just going to put these over here, and let's see what we got on this one. Okay, so there's our first pull. That's pretty. Let that dry over there. So while that one's drying, let's do let's go into this color. So this is sienna. You want it a nice coat. All right, and then I'm going to put the same leaves down because we will probably get a print off of them from the green. We'll just put them down a little bit differently. And one more, like that. I like to have kind of a bit of a composition when I do my jelly prints. I just think it looks nice. Okay, let's do it on this green one here. We're going to take the masking of it again. Okay, there's our mask. Take these up. This one's going to be cool because it's got the green and that ochre shade in it. And can we put that one on? This one? Let's see what we got on this. Nice. That's cool. All right, so while this one's drying a little bit, let's get into, let's see, ochre. We could go dark brown, or let's try this one, Prussian blue. And we're going to mix this one up a little bit. And I'm going to put a few different leaves on this time. So There's my, okay, we've got some maple leaves here. So let's put some of those on. And we have this. Like that. Okay. And let me think. What do I want to... Look at my papers, seeing what do I want to put on there. I think I'm going to use this one. Pressing all in the crevices of those stems. Trying to get as much of that paint up onto this paper. Still quite a bit there. I can always go back to with another piece of paper and take up any of the background, but this looks cool too. See, we got difference in the leaves now. So then I can take, let's see, we'll use this tissue here just to get those backgrounds nice and clean. This should lift all that paint I don't want. I got quite a bit of it off. Even those are pretty. Okay, so now we can take this up. I'm going to put them over here. And let's see, what do we want to put it on? I think I'm going to put it on this one. And we'll leave that. And there's that one. That turned out really cool. Now you could just leave it like that, or you can keep going. So while that one's drying, let's see, what else can we do here? Let's see, we have antique gold. How about bronze or copper? Let's see what that does. Could be a mess, it could be cool. You just have to play with it. It's just paper and paint. You can always make more. I'm going to put this back on. these. And what to do? I think I'm going to lift this one with another piece of paper. I love So you guys have many leaves left on the trees in your area? Ours are pretty well down. It's kind of sad because I don't like it when there's no tree leaves. Oh, this one could be cool. I like it when you reuse your paints. And I'm going to put it on this one. Yeah, let's see if we got on here. Well, that's cool. It's bright. I like that shimmer of the PBO. Or Pebio, whatever. Let's try a little bit of that. And I'm going to try a little of this with it. Just to see. It might not do anything, I don't know. But it's worth a try. Sometimes you get some really neat effects by happy accidents. All right, and well, let's give this thing a go. Don't know how it's going to turn out. Could be a fail, but I'm gonna see what how much I can get of this on there, and let's see. Oh, that's a little bit wider. Need a wider one. My trees on the boulevard are still on. I have a 100-year-old tree that is golden but falling off. Yeah, it's cold here too. I find once you get a really good frost, it's you can almost film the whole tree, all the leaves falling at once. It's like plump. Yeah. Lots of that, and let's take This one's kind of hard to get all the stuff in between, but try. Never know. All right, let's see what we get. That might be kind of cool. What should we put it on? Could do this. See what it looks like. Let's see what this one turned out. Ah, there's the. That's cool. Dark brown. Okay, now that, this one, that. I guess that's good enough. And then we'll pull it on. And we'll just take it up with this paper here. This is just copy paper. Hey, Jasper. Yeah, you could, Jasper. So many ways of going about this. I saw one YouTuber does just jelly printing with she does leaves too, but she tapes her paper down. She does what, 2 plates, but she has 3 or 2 papers per plate taped, and then she can replace it. It was really cool. It was a great idea. She'd have to have a big table. Okay. One's going to be cool. It's a little darker. So, well, let's just put it on this one, even though it's okay. Let's see what we get in this one. It's simple. It's got a little bit of shine to it from the leaves. A little busy, but you could change that completely by using a dark one, or even white would work. White. Here, we'll use this. Try it. Yeah, let's just get the big one there. On there. And let's put this on. Like that. And white. Let's try this. Just so that I don't get my hands all mucked up. Just have to make sure you get all, when you're doing the negative of the leaf, just have to take a peek, see how it's coming up. Not bad. That's kind of cool. He softened it. That has potential though. Okay. All right, I'm going to let that one dry. Isn't that cool? Simple. And you could still add to that too. Let's do dark brown again. In fact, I think I'm going to add a little bit of Payne's gray with that. And how do we want to do this one? Put that one down on it. grass. And I'm going to use this. Yeah. I always say it's so good I'm videotaping this, because a lot of times you get this fantastic print, but you can't remember what you did. There's so many possibilities. Now this one, thinking, what do I want to put it on? I could use an older, while that's drying, I could use an older print like this. See if we got anything we could put that on. It's got a fairly light background. That might work, although this blue will blend into that. That might work. A little lighter. Or even something like that. What? Should we try that? No one wants to chat with us today. Quiet day for everybody. Okay, I'm going to use my hair dryer on cool and dry this up. Hopefully. All right, now there's a really cool way of improving this too, by painting on your plate. I don't think I've shown this to you before, if I remember correctly. So I can take colors and paint in areas if I want. So let's see. Just thinking what colors I want. I think I want a green gold. Just a little bit of green gold here. And a paintbrush. Oh, water go. So just have a little bit of water in my brush. And then we can actually paint areas, or let's paint these. So you have to have your initial gel print dry. And then you can do some painting on it. Put as little or as much as you want. I think it's kind of cool. Just you have a contrast as far as light and dark when you're doing this, though, because you don't want to put, say, a white on a real light color, because then you won't really see it. This is really cool for fall leaves, because you do them in all kinds of fall colors. Just do this here. And then see how it turns out. And you could do this too if you had a picture of a whatever. You could put this underneath the jelly print plate and do your painting right on the gel print. That's kind of a cool thing to do too. And then just adding a bunch of little marks. I'm not sure if these are parts of the leaf or not. Just make it up as you go. Don't stress over it. And then what else? We'll put some of that in. The leaf. Color some of it. And then you just let it dry. And then pick it up. And maybe a little in here as well. Maybe a little bit of orange. An orange. Yep. It's kind of a, I don't want to write orange. Let's see. There's a A bit of craft paint. Let's see how we get with this. So all you have to remember is that whatever is down on the plate first is what will show when you take the print. It's not, it's reversed from what you're seeing when you're painting on it. That's a neat way of painting. Okay. Put just a few in here, just a smidge. Now I can pick this up with another color, or I could just use matte medium. So if you like it the way it is, then you could just use matte medium. Then you don't have to worry about colors combining and that type of thing. What other color? Maybe a little bit of magenta. Let's see. A little bit of orange. I'll do this one. Kind of a pinky color. Can't brush it too much because it starts to come off. Keep that in mind. All right. You could use Poscas too if you want to make lines, that type of thing. Okay, let's try it with the hair blower. All right. Now, just thinking, how is this going to look? Should I use this one? Let's see. I'll take a sneak peek how it might look. I don't know. Or should we just put it on a light background? So you got to remember this, the paint is transparent, so it's going to pick up the colors, say. I have okay. I think I'll pick it up on this. So we want matte medium. I'm going to use my clean roller. And the same applies when you're doing matte medium. You can't have too much on, because if you do, what happens is it doesn't lift all of the paint on your plate. Let's put this down. Okay, while that's drying a bit, let's see what this one was. I forgot what I even put down here. Oh, what was that? Okay. Cool. Well, let's do that right on this. So I like that kind of thing there. You could still, I could still put stuff on that one. White would be really cool. Sure, come on over and play. Hey, Flo. Leave it for a little bit longer. This one needs to be a little longer too. Let's take the hair blower and uncool. Cool. Subtle, but it worked. Here. It's very subtle, but I think it looks cool. So you can see how the painting just emphasized a bit more. I think it looks cool. I should have done, you don't see the white because it's not quite dark enough background, but I can take a white marker if I wanted to, or pencil crayon, whatever. Okay, let's see what this one did. I left some of it on, but it still looks kind of cool. Who doesn't like blue and brown together? That's always pretty. Okay, so let's take a few of those gel prints that weren't the best from our past gel printing sessions. And let's see what we can do. These are fun to play with too, because you can do both sides. And they're great for putting in junk journals because you can still see through. I've got quite a few of those. We can play with them for a bit. This one would be interesting to do. That could be interesting. Okay, let's just take these and see what we can do with them. Now, when you're doing this type of thing, you kind of have to think of the colors you need to use. So this one is kind of nice on its own. It's not that bad. I like the colors. I think I probably would add more. More defined, I think. So even if we did where did I put it? There's a lot of stuff sitting out here. There it is. This one, Payne's Gray. There's a roller. Did you guys see it? I don't know how I can lose a whole roller. I don't know, but I did. I think it needs a little bit more. A little thicker. It's starting to separate. All right. Big leaves or small leaves is the question. I'm going to put that in. And this one. Or maybe just this would be cool. Like that. All right. Hey, Barb. So this will be the negative that I'm taking away. And then we'll put the positive on this. And hopefully have a better gel print to work with. What do you guys use your gel prints for? Just curious. For those that are watching the replay, let me know down below because I'd really like to know. Or maybe you're stumped in how to use them. Would you like me to do a video on that? Because I think we all have hundreds. If you're a jelly plater, you pretty well have hundreds of these. Well, this is cool. See, I like that. That's cool. My gel prints almost always end up in my junk journal. Oh, good. So you do use them. So then we take this off. Oh, this is going to be a good print. You can tell already. Okay. And then I'm going to take this one that wasn't all that great and add it to it. I have hundreds. I just jelly printed a bunch of song sheets into a book called Songbook. Oh, cool. Do you just, when you junk journal with them, are they just the page or do you add to them in some way, or do you white out areas so you can draw or write something? Hey, Sandra. Good to see you. Loved your skelly. I think you did awesome. Not bad. There's some left, but it was fairly thick. But yeah, I like that. So you still have the faint areas in the back, so it gives it a little bit of more depth. So that's cool. I like that one. Now we could either use that or not, and I'm not. Okay. Next. Okay, how are we going to improve this one? Now this one's kind of a medium to dark, so we could either go white or we could use it as a negative also. Bluish colors, you could put copper in there, you could put brown. Let's see, what other colors? Could use either a darker blue, black, a cream. The white, you'd have to have a really, really good opaque white. Or you could do gold. How about black and then gold or silver? That might look cool. So if I did a really dark black color, this is starting to go. It's goopy. And I'm thinking too, how do I want mostly on the bottom? I think I want bigger leaves on the bottom. So I'm going to put these in. Like that. And maybe this one here, bigger. Like that. And grasses. See, like that, I guess. Okay. Now I can actually we have, okay, let's do this one. When you're taking out the negative space around the leaves, find some, like I could have even just did it with this here, but you can use overly busy ones, and they really look cool because then you have that busyness just in the shape of the leaf. Kathy, have you sprayed through any of the lace? Sprayed? No, I haven't. I used it on the gel plate a while ago, and it worked really cool. Okay, so there's that one. Now I'm going to take more of that I don't want all of that black. Let's see if I can get a little bit more of that up. Yeah, not bad. And now I'll lift this. Okay. I don't know if that's going to show up or not. Try it. If we don't like it, we can always paint over it. This is where you don't mind trying things because it was one that you didn't care for anyway, so they're not precious to you. So you're a little more willing to try things. Not bad. Grungy. There's so many possibilities of doing these. You could do them in bits and pieces too, like. Okay, so we have this one here. This is going to be a tough one. So I think what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to go lighter. So I'm going to use this color and a bit of orange in it. Sure that's not too. There's a. Okay. And then I'm going to put bigger leaves. Here's all my just like that. And I'm going to go over top. Oh, I could have done that side too. A lot of times I do both sides. Yeah, I'll have to try that, Z. I know that really worked awesome with the Aqua ink. Took up the shapes really well. Almost looked like a piece of fabric in itself. Okay, that's cool. You kind of still see a little bit through, but it's neat. I like it. You could paint in the areas more if you wanted to. Now we have this mix. We're getting paint off of the leaves in themselves. So that's kind of cool. Let's try it. This will be the next one we play with. Dark probably would work for this one. That's kind of cool. It's cool. Now, what I like to do with my prints is use them as backgrounds and then add either Posca paint or cut them is another cool way. Let's put on white, I think. I'm gonna try it. I need to clean this brayer. White. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Put that down. Get that one there. And what other ones do we have here that we can play with? Let's use this. Now we'll probably have to, because I had quite a bit of paint on there. But I think it needs it. Get more. Now it's white, so you're not going to see anything too much in there, but add a little bit of paint on it. All right, and then this on. And we'll put it right there. Use my hair dryer again. This is on cool. It seems like there are no ways to reproduce your results. Yeah, kind of. There are some that you can reproduce, but now this is very light because white paint. Can someone get that? Oh, wait a minute. I can hide. And hide user from channel. There we go. They're still around, I guess. Haven't had them for a while, but they do pop up every once in a while. All right. Now I have this one here. This is kind of pretty. I like it. You know what? I think I'm going to use bronze with it. Thanks, Sandra. Now this is going to be very, very light. Don't know if that's going to work. It's awfully light. I'll put a little more on. I wonder. I kind of like the grazing too. We'll see. We'll see what we can get. Maybe one right there. And maybe one right here. And right. Well, maybe just that. And see what we get. I'm going to just put it back on this. All right. So it just gave a sheen to the paper a little bit. It's pretty. I don't know if this is going to do anything or not. We'll see. I wanted to put it right in the bottom area. Right in there. This was a weed print. Some weeds are awesome. Not dark enough, but this still could work in a gluing onto another paper. All right, well, is there anything you guys want me to try while I'm here? Let's see. I'm going to try one more thing, and then I'll get going. Let you guys get back to your creativity. I'm going to have the videos up this weekend. The live stream for the blooming artist will be up on Sunday, and the video for budding artist will be up probably Saturday. You like that one? Okay, this is some type of cedar. I think it's called soft serve. It's a weird name, but I like it when the leaves that have been printed already with have the paint on the leaves already, and they redistribute that onto another. I think that looks really cool. Okay, it's kind of cool. That makes just kind of a, it would be good for making trees. Let's see what we get. I'm going to just put it on a piece of paper, see what it is, looks like. Sometimes you get ideas how to use stuff because it looks like something. Like maybe that would work better on this side instead of this side. Kind of have to play with your plants and leaves to see if they are going to work. Some don't. Now it looks like a tree, a scene. You could actually put that in a scene, landscape. You could paint out areas too. Have an animal coming out. Kathy, do you press any of your flowers? Yep. Yeah, I have a few of my flowers pressed. All right, so let's take a look at what we did. Some worked, some didn't. fun. It's fun doing it. You never know what you're going to get. You can still use these. I still like using those. Could add Posca to this. Make some more stuff on them. Or you can actually, these types, you could see something in them. Maybe it's a creature. This one I like. I like how the leaves turned out. This one's nice too. I like that one. I like this one too. And that was interesting. Not quite what I wanted it to be, but that's how you learn, right? Greens. Browns. So that turned out pretty. I like that one. Yeah. All sorts of stuff you can play with. Taking your Posca markers or making doodles on them. Like I could take white, put white in here. That would be cool. Well, thanks, Lori. You could cut ones out also. Where did I put that? I had some cut out. Oh, I got so much stuff on my desk. I can't find anything anymore. Nope, don't know where it is. Well, so play. See what you can. I find the best way of jelly printing is stick to analogous colors. So on the color wheel, you'll see beside one color, either up or down, beside that color, use those colors. And that way you don't get mud or undesirable contrasts with each other. And then you'll have a lot more success. Thanks, Lori. I'm glad you were here. All right, so I'll let you guys go and have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy the weather because sooner or later it's gonna come, that terrible S word. And well, I hate having to not garden and stuff again, but it kind of gives me an excuse to be in my craft room studio more without feeling guilty about I should be weeding or that type of thing. So that's when I really get going in my art. It's in the winter. All right. We'll see you all later. And Gabby got snow in Denver? What? Really? Wow. That's crazy. Oh, well, I think it's going to be a crazy winter because the weather has been so unpredictable all over the world. Who knows what we're going to get, really? Crazy, crazy. All right, we'll let you guys go and enjoy your day. Bye for now.